subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man. Yeah, man, it's going down. It's Donnie Houston podcast. I am Donnie Houston. Check it out, man. We got a special guest, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like family, man, friend of the show, man. First time he came on here, man, we ran through like 3 hours, man, just talking, running through his history, running through just a bunch of just dope stuff, man. Dropped a lot of gems. A lot of y'all enjoyed it and asked him, hey, man, you got to bring Lump back, man. You got to bring him back. So he's here today, man. Like I say, man, 30 plus years in the game, man. Y'all in for a real treat today. Lump, what's going down, man?
Man, ain't nothing but credit scores going down. The last time Tony Draper called me back, this is when I knew that you had some reach. Because Draper Draper's my partner. Me, him, Face, Def Jam Blaster, Crazy C. We all went to Willow Ridge together. And Draper gave me my first, as last time I told you, he gave me my first account, which was Relativity. He said, Big Baby, you did well. You were articulate. Yeah, you represented and you told people the truth. And I was just like, yeah, man, I don't know no other ways, Tony. And I, me and you had to talk because, I seen something on here one time that ran me hot. And he was like, Lump, all my job is to report what's here. And I had to understand that and respect that because if you bold enough to come on this show and lie, then the people who comment, they should be bold enough to tear your head off. Cause one thing about it, man,
what was that?
I forgot who it was. I forgot who it was. I remember
we had a
talk, but at the end of the day, and it was kind of tense at first. But my thing is, I had to understand both sides of it. The one side of it is the people who come on here, they want to make it seem like all is well. And today, I was like, what are we gonna talk about? Or when he asked me a question, how can I pivot to that? Because it hadn't always been good for me for the past 6 years. It's been rough, man. And God literally just blessed me to come out of something, but that's because I relented, I released, and then I let him rebuild me. But it was rough, man. You start talking about mental toughness and you start talking about just mental health and being in this business. And man, I've had an 800 beacon score. I've been at the gas station trying to figure out what I was gonna do between gas and groceries. And it ain't always been cool, bro. And being a man who has 3 daughters, a wise man told me something one day. He said, a man should always have the ability to say no. But he says a father should never say he ain't got it. Because those kids didn't actually be here. And man, and when you give your kids a certain lifestyle, you have to honor that lifestyle. And I'm at a point now in my life to where God has given me motion again. He gave me no motion for a minute. Then I had slow motion. But now I got motion. March 16th, I rejoined my church, St. Matthew Missionary Baptist Church. Dr. Leroy Lacey Jr. is my pastor, and he stood next to me.
Lacey, Chris Lacey, his son.
This is his son. That's his son.
That's my boy.
Chris is a heck of a writer. And Blockhead Tyrese did some really foul stuff to Chris. Yeah. And I told him that.
I wasn't going to bring it up. But
I am. See, here's the thing, bro. When you get to be my age, bro, and I'm 54 and I'm proud of it, you don't get to be no old fool. And I've seen some of them come and go. I've sold over 177 million records. I put the plaques up online the other day, and I'm still selling records. It's a different age right now. It's a different era. But the ground rules are the same. But now I got tools to work with. And it's just not marketing and promotions anymore. Now it's going back. Well, it's marketing and promotion always. Marketing is the plan. Promotion is how you get it done. People use the term synonymously, and that's wrong. And that's why people have a bad understanding. When is the idea,
when is the execution?
That's it. It's that simple. It's like today, I purposely wore my on-the-level gear. I purposely got my cigars. I ain't know if we can smoke in here, but yeah, that's what I do. I drink out of my cup with my logos on it. Matter of fact, I got something for you. And
oh man, appreciate you, man.
And that right there is the logo. I had to. Everybody asking for the shirt, so I said, okay. Yeah, that's a real one. That's the on the level. That's the face. I had my face before Jermaine Dupri. I had my face before Rick Ross. And on the side, you got on that side, you got on the level photography, because that's what I do. And then you got GTM, Get Money Nation. I got a partner. I got a client out of Conroe. And on the back, that's everybody who came to my brunch this past Sunday who sponsored it. I make my own boxes. I stuff them myself. I gave away Moulin LeBay. I gave away a big old box of rum, 3 cigars, coffee, and a sipping glass. But my point is, Lil Say, that look like the Scarface logo. The word is yours, but it say Give Money Nation. Lil Say from Conroe and the Give Money Nation. I met him through my partner J Cam out of Dallas, and Bama. He has 98.3. He has the #1 syndicated Southern Soul show on iHeart. But J Cam told me about Say. I was like, Lil Say? So, I'm thinking, K-Tron know this too about me, man. I listen to everything, but you can't put the 2 on the 10. I don't want to hear your art of rap for me. I don't want to hear him freestyle. I want to know, can he put a song together? Can it be a hit? Can it compete with what's on radio right now? And can it go top 5? That's where your powers are. So for me, I'm going to promote that. Matter of fact, I need your logo. And I need your logo to put on the box for next month. Next month, I'm honoring Eric Presley Soto, Smoke One, Drink One, because he's the reason why black people in Houston have these cigars in their hand. And what happens is they have Big Smoke in Vegas, the big cigar convention. They have Black Smoke in Miami. And they have Houston Cigar Week. But Soto single-handedly is responsible for keeping the cigar culture alive with minorities in Houston, and he doesn't get the proper respect and the proper notoriety for it. And if we don't celebrate each other and give each other flowers while they can be smelled, shame on us. We losing people. We lost Cricket. We lost Russell Washington. You know what I'm saying? We've lost people who are pivotal in this game. Like to see D from Trinity Cartel come in here, make the moves that he made with Mike B. For him to get the type of success, and then his son is killed. I remember when he used to come to the studio with Chucky in his arms on Tidwell, and I was working this project. But to see how many people we're losing, and the people in power are telling the story, and they tell the story from when they started, but they don't realize that there was a story prior to that. The man who you got over here handling this camera is my partner, and truth be told, his tracks are dope as hell. I would say this, if it wasn't for a K-Tron doing tracks, maybe Donnie Houston wouldn't have made Peaceful. Peaceful, if you ever go look at my page, man, and I put up my pictures, Peaceful is one of the songs that I use all the time. Peaceful is one of when I'm in Galveston at 61st Street at the Cigar Lounge, man, that's what I listen to. When I'm pissed off, when my day is crazy and I'm driving from Houston to Conroe, that's what I listen to because it centers me. See, music is one of the only things that can enter your body without permission. And you have to have a filter. I was in a club the other day and I love this dude to death. And he's younger. I asked him to play a record and he was like, Lump, I don't know. And you probably saw the post, I went off. And it wasn't on him that I was going off on. But the DJs of the day, they don't know what it's like to carry crates of records. They don't know what it's like to carry 15 crates of records and you may only work out of 2 or 3 of them. But if you didn't have all 15, if you was in Jamaica on one of them nights with Marcus Love and Lush as Ice, you don't know what to pull from. Or Fat to Carry. Fat to Carry gave me my break. Fat to Carry, people always ask me, how did I make it in Houston? DJ Screw, because the radio wouldn't play my records, because I had all independent acts. Cash Money was an independent record label. And I was working big. I'm one of the only promoters who can say he worked for Big Boy Records, Cash Money Records, and No Limit Records at the same time. Cash Money and Big Boy didn't get along. So when you hear Drag 'Em in the River, Blaster was the one that I gave the radio copy to. Drag 'Em in the River got popular like that. Him and Luscious Ice. I gave it to the Hollywood Boys because they was doing like those. Remember when Blaster and Activator used to do mixtapes? When they was doing the stuff on the airplanes.
Yeah, the boys had the station on Continental. Yeah, Continental Airlines. That's crazy.
I was so proud because I went to Willie Ridge. Blaster went to Willie Ridge, and it's not Aggravated fault that he went to Yates. God bless your life.
Shout out to Egg.
Quick story. I go to Agg's house one Christmas. I had some record, and this is when I had, vinyl, and they couldn't get the vinyl quick enough to the station, and I forgot what it was. I go to Agg's house, it's Christmas break, man, I swear, if I'm lying, may God strike me down. I go to Agg's house, we outside, by his mama's house for, So I go over there to give him the records, and right when I give him the records, the girl said, "Hey, are you DJ Aggravated?" He was like, "Yeah." Pause for the picture, click, and he went back to talking to me. I said, "So you act like that just didn't happen, bro?" So that's what you had to have, like, you had to have records. But my point through all of that is, the initial point that I was making is that record companies don't pay me because I like records. They pay me to expose records. They pay me to get records played. Mean Green said something interesting to me when I first met him. Because Bam was my artist, Rough Niggas Bible, Bam. I was ready to kill Bam. Bam
that was one thing in my note. I wanted to talk about Bam. Because Bam is one of them artists that, like, if you run the streets of Houston, you know about Bam. There's certain artists that will tell you I was specifically influenced by this guy.
Hey, man.
But, I know he kind of, was doing his thing.
Let's just be honest. I said I was going to be honest. When you say kind of doing this thing, like real talk, I'm going to talk about the drug abuse. Because we keep burying our legends. We bury Screw. And then, before Screw, I think it was Big Mello. It was Big Mello first, driving out of control, hit a pole right down the street on South Post Oak. Not South Post, right past the South Post, right past that exit, going down that 610, that service road before you turn to go to you go to what's that,
Braeswood, all that. Yeah.
Braeswood, all of that. They hit the pole, boom, died. That stain stayed there for years. That should have been a reminder that drugs are real. Screw was your size, maybe smaller when I met him. He was me and K-Tron's size on that same frame. In the last 6 years of his life, the last 7 years of his life, he had 6 cardiac arrests. You can't eat fried chicken from the gas station, drink soda all day, pop pills and smoke fry, and not drink very little water and think you're gonna be okay. I love Screw. That was my homeboy. But the reality of it is, if we're going to talk about his living, we got to talk about why he died. Because he left us too soon. I hear records now and my eyes water. I be thinking to myself, how it, Jesus, I used to have nothing, but now I got everything. Can you imagine Screw beating that record up, man? Bring it back. Can you imagine, I think about these records, bro. I think about all of these street artists, like right now today, a lot of these young cats, I didn't really like Bone at first. But man, when I heard First of the Month Chopped, I fell in love with Screw. Remember, I used to go to Surround by Sound because Floyd raised me. Floyd Clark, Mr. RU Gang.
That's what I'm saying. We got to live. When we say Floyd, we talking about RU Gang. We talking about Surround by Sound.
Surround by Sound. The big cousin of Quanell X.
Toast. Q-Dog.
Quentin. And Quincy. Yeah. Quentin is Toast. Hey, man. My first car show was at U of H with Surround by Sound with Floyd. The second one was at U of H with Floyd. Face came with a convertible. Him and Q-Dog, they came in this Benz drop top. We had just put the sounds in it. Lil Troy's Mass 187 cover. That was one of the loudest cars I've ever heard in my life. A Kenneth Bell Cadillac. Say, man. Quincy with the Panasonic with the remote.
And this is what, like 91?
No, it was like 90, between 90, I graduated from U of H in 94. So between 89, fall of 89, up on through. Corey Blunt stopping by the shop. I got all them pictures, man. Blunt, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you them pictures. White Mike got them. They put up right now. I'm gonna go get them. And this is what I'm gonna do, Donnie, before the end of the year is over. I think at Christmas time, I'm going to give people a pictorial view of Houston through my lens. So I'm going to have stuff set up on tripods, and I found a spot to do it in. All of the pictures that I got of Screw, we only got one picture together, and that's that at that car show where he made that money. That's it. That's the only Screw I got. The last picture.
This is so iconic that people.
That picture
this is your photo.
I took that picture.
This image is. This is you.
I got the negative. I'm going to actually put that negative in a glass case and put it up there. I shot that with a Minolta film camera. And that day, Leslie Wyatt, the Sony rep. Rap-A-Lot and Sony Columbia, Destiny's Child. Leslie broke a lot of records. A lot of people forget that Leslie just not only did Rap-A-Lot, but my homeboy also did Columbia. So he was able to bridge the gap with a lot of acts on Sony, whether it was Nas, whether it was Destiny's Child, whether it was Wyclef. James Brown, from Dallas, who's in Atlanta now, he was a rep. We had Wyclef at Jamaica. You know that big bodyguard that Wyclef be having in all the videos, the red dude with the beard? That's his bodyguard in real life. And I never will forget, he didn't know James's name. And we was doing sound check at Jamaica. And that's the same night that after we performed, Destiny Child was there, Wyclef performed with his DJ Leon. He was just MCing that night. Killed it. Nap Dread at Reggae Bodega. They had a freestyle battle. Dread held was on, but Wyclef was Wyclef, dog. But that night, they did the remix to No, 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 because it was a ballad at first, as we all know. And he did the remix at Digital Services. But the point that I'm making is that the bodyguard used to call James Green. He had on a green shirt like this. It was Dayglow. He said, "Man in green shirt, man in green shirt, come here." Man, I got so many. Oh yeah, this is a story I want to tell you. Wicked from Ghetto Mafia got online and said this story.
Wicked actually called me after we did the interview.
Yeah, because I'm telling you,
he wasn't too. Wicked, I wish I could call Wicked right now and get him online. Wicked called me and he was saying he don't remember it going like that.
Yeah, that's all right. Mean Green do. 8Ball MJG do. Big Mo do. Paul Beecher. Paul Beecher on the Jamaica.
When Paul came on here. Yeah.
Paul turned white. But
Paul told me you had the story. He said, "Man, I came later, but Lump was out there."
Hey man, one thing I don't do, we trade stories, but I don't trade lies. Them niggas was shaking like a crap game. I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna go even deeper. C-Loc was there the week before at Jamaica. And he said on the song Wicked, on how you do that there, he said it's wicked when I kick it, but you don't hear me though. And they had something to say about Loc. Loc said, "Hey, look here, man, so Loc, when they talk about Savage
and Ghetto Mafia had an issue with Loc?
Because he said it's wicked when I kick it, but you don't hear me though. C-Loc got a 3-foot tattoo on his back, bro, that says Southside Savage. So before, he had Boosie first. If you go listen to Thug.
Yeah, Boosie. He had what's my man producing? Happy Perez.
Yeah, Happy. Boosie had me on the song Lump. That's my round. Man, Boosie and C-Loc brother was so bad he used to lock him in the house. When he would leave in Houston, because he brought him to Houston to keep him out of trouble. Boosie was so bad when he was younger, with that little gold teeth, he'd smirk. He'd be real quiet. He smoked weed like a broke stove, and we know that. But Boosie was bad, man. Like when they say badass, say man, Boosie was bad as hell, dog. It was so funny because Loc would be like, "I can't even let these little niggas go to the store, Lump." And I used to just laugh, but Loc said these words to me. He said, hey, Lump, I'm not coming up here next week when they come. He said, because that little Chevron across the street right there, they got some great tape over there. And I'll take them up and drive them back to Baton Rouge and figure out if we all right. I said, say, man, don't come. But to their defense, I understand what they were saying. But you can't, this is what I tell my daughters all the time. You can't unsay a thing and you can't undo a thing. Once you say it, it's said. Once you do it, it's done. So before you go public, go private and have a conversation. You remember when we damn near gave the mantle to Atlanta? Houston was cracking, and we started fighting over nothing. We started fighting over because somebody said they was a mayor of the town. Man, you could say that.
I want to stay right there because this was in my notes too. It's 20 years since that whole 2005 movement. You know what I'm saying? And that's so pivotal for me because that's when I got involved with On the Level. Like I was in a little bit before, but like I distinctly remember that. I distinctly remember walking into the On the Level the day Nikki got the call that Steel Tipping was going to go nationwide, and there was a conversation about that whole thing. I remember being there that day. Like 2005, looking back, what's your opinion on what happened, what could have happened, and in hindsight? Like, because I mean, everybody's still, everybody's straight for the most part now, but I feel like we could have had a longer run than that little 1.5.
We are much better together than we are apart.
Yeah.
It's just like everybody talked about Rapper Orian, Tony Draper out. Do you realize, most people don't realize this, Tony Draper bought Jay Prince his first piece and chain. Tony loved Jay, Jay loved Tony. Now, the people around the situations on both sides may have had some other stuff to say, and they may have thought it one way in their mind, but Tony and Jay have been partners forever. Mr. Prince, I don't call Jay Jay. I call Jay Mr. Prince because he gave me an opportunity to do my first plaque, which was Do or Die. Me and Big D, Daryl Jacobs, may you rest in peace, we worked 16, 15 markets for him. Man, look here, but if you put it on paper with Jay, one thing about Jay, boy, he's serious about loyalty. He's serious about respect. And he honors what he said he was going to honor. I was on a cruise, man. A lady named Wendy from California said something to me. And it struck me as super odd. She said, Lump, people were playing some music and it was too loud. Because we on a ship. And she knew I was from LA. She saw my tattoo. She's like, what that mean? I was like, it just mean I'm from LA. She was like, no, what that really mean? I was like, it mean I'm from LA. She was like, no, Negro, what does it mean? And so I told her what it meant, which it didn't mean nothing no more to me. It's just part of my foundation. But she said, respect is the minimum. Boy, that blew me down the street. Respect is the minimum. So what do I think that could have helped us? I think that a conversation stops an emotional flood. I think that when people talk to one another, the parties, the two primary parties involved, when they talk to each other, it's okay. Screw and Watts didn't like each other. But for what? It's duplicity. I made them talk. I can't say I made them talk, but I set up the way they talk. And my whole conversation was, Watts, ain't nobody on the south side gonna buy your tapes and let everybody know it. Screw, ain't nobody on the north side gonna buy your tapes and let everybody know it. I said, so man, y'all do what y'all do.
So you had individual conversation.
One both of them, and then they talk together. Ask Watts. They had a conversation, bro. I'm not gonna say that it was an understanding after that, but it was respect. Because if that's the case, we're gonna talk. Lester Pace just told the story on how they played Mantronics the other day at my Standing on Business brunch, and how they played it and why it was so slow and why everybody in Houston likes it. They played it at the wrong speed because they thought it was a 33 because it came on a 12-inch piece of, see K-Tron shaking his head. It came with that vinyl.
It was 33, but you had to play it on 45.
There you go. And they played it at 33. So when next week, when they tried to play it at regular speed to correct it, Houston called back in on a Saturday morning and said, play Mantronics like you played it last week, slow down. And then, of course, the street DJ of that time, you got to think, Lester Pace got on a bus with 10 crates of records and rode from the north side to TSU and had to fight with them people to get them to play hip hop. Then it turned into Kids Jam. But the street DJs, it was two of them who played the records. It was Daryl Scott and Terry T, better known as King T.
King T.
And I just found out he was a runaway. And he was a runaway. I'm gonna show you how small the world is. Elizabeth Garcia, the lady who raised me at 4109 Naomi on the corner of 41st and Naomi, Third Baptist Church in LA, because I had a 15-year-old mama. So her whole thing was I help mothers who are teenagers because she had lost a baby at crib death. And her last name was Garcia because she married a Mexican man in World War II. She married a soldier. Well, anyway, Terry T's grandmother, King T's grandmother, and Miss Garcia was partners. I didn't even realize I was kind of like halfway growing up with dude. But Terry T, Franklin Great Skate, DJ Crazy C, Simon Cullins used to have that Jerry curl, look like King Tut, who really inspired
NWA.
Well, Def Jam blasted this man. Terry T, Crazy C, Lester Sir Pace, Franklin Great Skate, Dale Scott. They all birthed from Kids Jam. Lustrous Ice, Chunky D, rest in peace to Wicked Cricket. Wicked Cricket's favorite
Jazzy
group.
Red, all them.
Jazzy Red, I'm a Dolphin. Wicked Cricket's favorite group was Black Menace, a group that was on Big Boy Records. So on Big Boy Records, when y'all hear UNLV, which stands for Urban Niggas Living Violently, the song says, I'ma drag him in the river, dump his body in Chuck's yard. You're a hoe, Mr. Cole. You're a hoe, Mr. Cole. Big Boy Records is tattooed on my back. When Chuck died about 6 years ago, I preached his funeral. And right now, I got to talk to the groups. The strongest group outside of Mystical on Big Boy Records was Partners in Crime. Pump the party. Yeah. Hey, man, Chuck wanted Black Menace to hit, but the world wanted Mystical. But G Slim, who is tattooed on my Kenneth Jackson, tattooed on my arm that I miss so much. Tony Draper helped me to get his situation with Relativity fixed because he was on Relativity and he was getting ready to give him the Block. Block was gonna take him because Block loved street cats back then. And G Slim, I went to How Can I Be Down in Miami, I think it was 96, and got his head knocked off. Words are powerful, dog. I said it earlier, you can't unsay a thing, you can't undo a thing. G Slim made a song on his Relativity release that said he was gonna get stabbed in his eye, he's gonna get stabbed in his abdomen, and blood was gonna run from his back to his nutsack. Dude shot him in his back, and blood ran from his abdomen to his nutsack. DJ Quick said, when you talking to death, you talking to spirits. You don't know who you're talking to. Words are powerful. We have to be careful because they playing this music and it's zombieing people out. There ain't no more dance floors. And my point earlier was the DJ didn't play the record. Hey, man, if a DJ is not worth 3.5 minutes of your time, reconsider your relationship. Bro, play the record right, sell it front, sell it back, put it in between the right records. I'm going to give you a service pack with the clean, the dirty, the acapella, and the clean instrumental. Man, fix my record. That's how I broke Mystical. Marcus Love, man, I used to want to fight Marcus. Marcus wouldn't play Mystical. Marcus turned around. I'm quite sure Marcus probably fought it on me in Jamaica in the DJ booth. He wouldn't play it, but you know who will? Fat to Carry. Fat to Carry. If I don't get my hoodie, we're gonna have a problem, dog.
Can you, because you was talking about Blaster, you know, that whole the Willow Ridge tree.
Oh, man.
It's crazy. But we've never talked about my cousin, man, the governor, man, Mr. 3-2. Can you just talk?
Chris Berrier stayed.
Give me some 3-2.
Hey, man, 3-2 story is this. Chris Berrier, I stayed on Pryor, 15923 Pryor. Pat Davis stayed right in front of me on Pryor. Chris's house was in back of Pat's. So they was partners. Chris told me when he went to, when he was with the convicts, when he went to LA or whatever, Chris was telling me, let me say 3-2. 3-2 was telling me, like, the language is like, so I'm gonna get stabbed in the back. Like, that was some Willow Ridge stuff. So when I heard Snoop doing it, this is when Sugar Bear.
This is the really dope. We talking about these nuts.
Really
we talking
though,
about
all that Snoopy got from the convicts. He got that from 3-2. He finally said it, but I've been saying it. And this, I never will forget, we was at the bus stop one day, because at Chris' house, we could get on the bus, but at my house, I had to walk to school. So I would run around the corner in the morning and they let me get on the bus. And then Chris' mama was fine. Miss Berrier was fine. Oh, man, he used to be mad. We be going in the wieners, ain't got a nickel in our pocket looking at Miss Berrier booty. Oh, man, I'm telling you, man. So
that's my cousin, man. Like, this is so awkward. Shout out to my family, man.
Hey, man, Miss Berrier, I apologize. You was sexy. Some teenagers? Man, that woman was red and fine. What are you talking about? Chris used to be mad. He be at the bus stop. Just front up like me and y'all really looking at my mama. Nigga, like, man, to the hell with you. Your mama fine. Tell your mama stay in the house. Miss Parker. But 3-2, man, let me tell you something, man. This is a strange story. 3-2 story, that's crazy, but it's foul. It's funny, but it's sad. I had Shine here on his promo run. I got pictures of Shine that Bad Boy asked me for when he went to jail. Hell no. Ain't gonna never get him. I got a picture of Shine on his tour bus right across the street from the Galleria where they always like when you know how you exit Westheimer, that hotel is kind of like right in back of that. Sean Tour Bus. I got the pictures of Sean Perez. See, Sean Perez be on this damn on Vlad, and now he on these other. They better pray to God that Sean Perez, Malcolm Miles, and Mel, and James Cruz, they better pray that they never get a question to the stand with this Puffy thing. Because if they do, if you know the Sean Perez, they started sliding away, started promoting, aligning themselves the other way. Malcolm and them seen it. Man, I was on the street team for Bad Boy and Death Row at the same time. Shannon did it first. Shannon Henderson was the only person in the country, and she was a female. She was on the Bad Boy street team and the Death Row street team, but she went to school with Puffy, and she was cool with Kevin Black from Death Row. Kevin Black is the one who talked like Kevin Black. That's my partner. So it wasn't a big deal when I got it, but I never will forget what Suge told me in Miami, though. He was in a convertible Testarossa, had a big stogie in his mouth. He was like, I guess you the one they say I look like, homie. And I was like, because I was about 100 pounds heavier, big, and I was like, yeah. I was like, but man, I work for you. He said, come here, let me talk to you. So, he on the other side of the rainbow for me, but it's business, it's money green, blue and red make green. So I was like, what's happening? He said, man, I don't ever want to hear you say that again. I said, say what? He said, man, you said that I give you a paycheck. I said, yeah, you do. He said, no, I don't. He said, you know what a paycheck is? I said, what? He said, it's exactly what they say it is. Somebody paying you to stay in check. He said, you provide a service like I provide a service to these record companies. I'm my own company. You your own company. I need a service, you provide it. I cut you payment for a check. I cut you payment in the form of a check, but it ain't no paycheck, homie. Scarface told me another one. Brad and I are friends. I shot the cover for Deeply Rooted. I love that boy. That boy crazy as a Chinese Mexican though. But he got about 40 songs that I done heard. And Brad is a musician to the end. He's an artist. People don't understand that. They think that he's a rapper. He's an artist. He's a musician. He's a maestro.
The true definition of an artist.
He really is, bro. I heard 40 songs from Face, bro. That will smash you in your eye right now. But Face told me this. He said, hey, man, never bite the hand that feeds you or the hand that fed you, which brings me to my Cash Money stuff. We all know I signed them up. I'm introducing them to Wendy Day. Wendy did help them go ahead and get that deal. But at 26, I didn't write myself into the deal. My fault. Can't blame nobody but me. I was mad at the world for a long time. I seen people over there getting jobs or whatever. But we remain friends. Baby and Lump fight all the time. But Orian and Brian, we don't never fight. Orian and Ronald, we don't fight. But Lump and Slim, we get into it. Say, man, the funniest thing in the world you ever want to see in your life is Slim and Baby had a fight once a year. I called Slim the other day. He picked up. I said, say, bro, you sent me the voicemail. Nah, bro, I was in the meeting, bro. I said, you pressed the end button on me, bro. You sent me the voicemail. I said, you and Baby fight? He said, I beat that bitch up the other day. Y'all forgive my language, man. Pastor Lacey, forgive me. But I'm just telling you what Slim said. Say, man, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. But Slim is the older brother, though. That's just how they get down. Same daddy, different mama, but that's how they got down, man. And I ain't talked to gangsters since he been home, though. But I'm kind of scared. Like, I don't really want, they brothers, they love each other. But they took an oath, and that's just what that is. And one of the few things that one of the many things that I got from Cash Money is my friendship with Mac 10. Quietly, people don't understand that when Wayne was moving around before he got his finances straight, Mac 10 was the promoter booking him all over the country. Mac 10 books all of these old school shows. Mac 10 is a businessman. Mac 10 got it, and he's a lowrider, and he works his own switch. His switch hand is strong. That Chevy song he just came out with, I want y'all to look at that Cadillac in that video. That's his. Mac 10 on the switch is a monster. I didn't know Mac was
still active like that, though.
What? Quietly, bro. Quietly. I made him a jacket the other day. I'm gonna tell you what Mac did for me. He gonna be mad that I tell this story. Last year in November, I was toe up, bro. My money was funny. My change was strange. My ends, they did not just meet. They were left to right. I was coming back up, but I was toe up, Donnie. I was messed up, bro. And when you got 3 daughters, like I said, it's hard to tell them no. But to Kayla, Chloe, and Saria, Daddy love y'all. Cause y'all hung in there with me. But Mac 10 was like, man, what's wrong? We just talking. You know, I don't tell my friend my problem. I believe everybody got problems. Nobody want to hear that. But we was talking. He said, what's wrong? I said, my money kind of 12 right now. He said, man, you a hustler, you bounce back. He said, he been making money since the 90s, dog. I said, really, since the 80s? He said, see what I mean? He was like, blood, you been making money since the 90s. What you talking about? And I was just like, yeah, you right. I said, but boy, when your chain's strange and your daughter's looking, you gotta come through. And Mac was like, man, all your social medias, all your Cash App and Zelle and stuff like that, it's all hooked up to your phone number. I said, yeah. He said, okay. So we kept talking. I said, man, send me the pictures of the Cadillac. He like, man, I'm not sending you the pictures because I don't want nobody with this brown that I got. I was like, man, the brown is brown. He said, my brown is different, Lump.
You say brown. I just seen something with Mac riding around
in that brown, and he was playing. He was hitting switches, and then Mac 10 and DJ Quick got this bad. He said, "Boy, these women jealous, ain't they? You take all his hair down the way." Hey man, and Quick is a homie too. And this is crazy. I grew up on the other side of the color spectrum, but my friends, Jim Jones, David, DJ Quick, and Mac 10, these are my partners. Yeah. They're my partners, man. Bro, me and Mac 10 got cool before he signed with Baby because he had the whole Who Bangin' label and it was MCA birthday. We was at Roxy. Oh, dog, I got MCA the birthday, a cake for his birthday. Man, and when he got ready to leave, Mac 10 was like, homie, you don't need no money from Who Bangin', but this is from me to you. He went in one of them, them flight cases that them pilots have, them square ones. Mm-hmm. Man, that thing was, boy, look here. Boy, you better be glad I ain't no active gang member. Nobody wanted to rob that dude. That dude just threw me 2 stacks and said, here, man, go shopping, man, on me. We in the mall. This is when the Top Hits was right there on Fondren. And he was like, Lump, I need to get my Rolex clean, man. Man, Lump, what you been doing everything else? Could you take me to go get my Rolex clean, man? He said, my Rolex is a little dingy right now. And he had this big old ring, his pinky ring on. That's when the bust downs was, it was a big thing to have one. Because Pen and Pixel had made Master P so big. So we go to the mall, we go to the vault, and the homie said, I can clean your Rolex. I didn't even say nothing. He said, man, it's gonna take me about an hour. It's gonna be $100 to clean it. Da-da-da. He said, it's nothing. Go ahead, clean it, man. He said, don't swap on none of my diamonds. Mac is crazy. Mac 10 is crazy. Mac was like, well, I call him Mac Dime. Dime was crazy. So we came back. Now, the lights in the jewelry center is different. So Mac got his watch. He said, okay, good job. He looked at his ring. Okay. He said, Wave, Lump, look. Wave was his homeboy. And he said, man, this smug right here. And it hit the light. He said, bling, 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 bling. He said, boy, this thing gonna blind y'all, boy. He said, this thing right. He said, Lump, thanks, man. My experiences with rappers happened and my friendships occurred after I did the work. Mac 10, his whole crew was beating up people because they wasn't putting up the poster boards. I had the city tour up. He said, man, you did this? I said, yeah. They called me from the label and was like, man, thank you for doing that. I said, what, for doing my job? Right now, like everybody, I'm just go ahead and give y'all some game. Y'all not putting up poster boards no more. Y'all not doing, y'all got so many, like this social media is so big, but social media has taught us how not to be social. There are no more dance clubs and no more dance floors and clubs. So DJs ought to be inclined to play new records because it's zombie music they playing. It ain't nothing. Man, it's a lot of cats around here who want me to work records. But guess what? I don't want to work your record if it's zombie music, bro. And some of these dudes got some money. And boy, I be broke sometimes. I ain't no sit up here and act like it's all good for me. I got some money put up sometimes. But sometimes I got 3 artists. That money go. I don't want to work the records because it's zombie culture. Like, I was at the club the other day. I ain't going to say which one. And, when they be having $2 Tuesdays, I seen 4 groups of people get carried out. This 2 weeks in a row. People ain't got first of all, they ain't got no conflict resolution. Second of all, they can't drink. And third of all, they live in a life that you only see on Instagram, which only gives you the 10 seconds of somebody's life. The best time of, and as a grown man and with daughters, I'm really on some, hold up, let me back up a little bit, because this don't make sense. So a lot of that music, I won't work. I like Lil Say. He got a song called Stuck. I got a cat named Terrence Bell from Virtual Valor Records. It's an R&B record, but it has a line dance attached to it. Bugsy did the line dance. Cold. The name of the song is called Party Outside. Man, I'm about to have fun for the rest of the summer, dog. Shh, man, look here. I got some Sammy Sosa's. I know if I ain't got no Grand Slams, I'm going to at least get on second base off of a double. I got some records, bro. So I'm telling all the DJs, look here, homie. Y'all can keep it. Boy. Okay, Donnie, you a good DJ. You're a great DJ, actually. I heard you spin. I tell every DJ this. If I go to the club and I hear your set the first week, and I come back the second week and you playing them records in the same order, you sorry as hell. You sorry as hell. I'm sorry, man. If you play the records in the same order, or you go to the club, you listen to Blaster and GT, let me tell you something, man. At 5015, I ain't trying to plug Steve, but at 5015, they do it right. They got a happy hour DJ. They got the in-between DJ. And then on Fridays, GT come in and clean up. And then DJ Deuce come in and do the late night. I've seen the crowds come in. You got your happy hour spot people. You got them in-between people who get off work who can't get there for happy hour. And then you got them people who are club goers. They literally wait till 9:50, park their car, walk up to the club at 10. GT's in the club, and he takes it a step higher. Zelma's there for the first part. Then Streets of B-Love. B-Love, oh my God.
Shout out B-Love. Shout out
B-Love.
all these DJs, all great
Hey,
DJs.
man, they're a great DJ. And they listen to records. And they play records. And they'll tell me, hey, man, some of them records belong. But I tell them, hey, man, some of these records whack. But this dog got fleas on it. I need to eat this month. And I need you to play it. Not that I take whack records, but I just know based on what's current, this ain't gonna fit. Not that it's a bad record. It's just not gonna fit in what they got going on right now. So I have to find a way to get it played. KTSU, people understand this. Turn on your radio station to KTSU right now. KTSU is jamming. After Hattie went over there, they changed a lot of the programming. Hattie's back on KMJQ, but his spirit is there. I give him credit.
No, he left his mark as far as with the new
Oh, bro, they
regime
sound so
and
good. I be traveling, and I ain't gonna lie. I listen to 100.3. I listen to the country people because I don't know the words, but I like the songs. So I listen, and because they be what country people we have more problems than black people. You know,
some hell of a stories in them country records.
You know what you get when you play country music backwards? You get your dog back, you get your woman back, you get your truck back.
He lost it all. You know?
They got some, bro. I used to tell people this. If I'm lying, ask anybody that know me. I said this 20 years ago. If I find an artist, a black female, who can play the keys or the guitar, preferably the guitar, and she's country western and fine, with some light eyes, them little pet bull eyes, like them red girls be having in Louisiana, I quit. I go to Nashville, put on some of them tight yeast infection jeans and one of them shirts and them cowboy hats, them A-rate that them cowboys be wearing, heavy starch. I'm in the studio. You let me find me a, what's the girl name? K. Michelle? Let her write for her. And some of these other, bro, and I like the boy, what's his name? Teddy Swims. I like the boy, the other fat one, Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll, yeah.
Boy, they hard. Yeah. And people get mad because they crossing over, and we can't cross over to them, but we got to make the records right. You know, they give Beyonce a lot of talk, but she can't keep making R&B records, bro. She got to do something different. People don't know. My oldest daughter is Kayla Beyonce Lumpkin because I was in London when I found out her mother was pregnant, and when Beyonce found out I really named my baby Kayla Beyonce, she cried. She was like, I thought you was playing. I was like, man, hold on. That's a Donnie Houston hat with a microphone. Man, I'm hating.
Yeah, that's my new logo. Yeah.
Bro, you need to make some patches.
I got you.
No, for real, bro. Like, you need to make some patches. You need to sell that jacket. That's dope as hell, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
And this one, right, I'm going to tell you that. I do marketing all day. So like that box, I literally pressed that box myself. I designed that and pressed that. That Donnie Houston and that right there, bro, if you don't put that big on especially that one, and go back to reorganizing and merching that, bro, you losing a lot.
It's coming. We get ready.
Okay, all right, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stop.
No, we get ready. Let me ask you this though, because this is a conversation that I'll be having with my boys. You know, SUC is like before I get to SUC, Rap a Lot is the foundation when you talking about
for sure. No doubt.
The house built on that foundation would probably be Screw, and then inside that Swisher House and whatever, and then.
Yep. I give it to Rap a Lot. I give it to Big Time. And I give it to Suave.
And Suave.
But Rap a Lot is definitely the foundation.
But a lot of, when you say Houston, Purple, all this shit is associated with Screw and SUC and all that. Why was it though? Because it was like Rap a Lot got the mainstream, the national, you know what I'm saying, attention. SUC comes along and it just really stayed homegrown. Like we celebrate it now, but it's like SUC did not get the opportunity. I mean, Flip went on, but that was late. That was later on. But like the heart of the SUC, the guys who really in there, they didn't get an opportunity to really become like the biggest artist in the city because, like, what was that about? You know
because Screw only thing Screw wanted to be was a DJ. Think about it. If Screw would have had a record company, there wouldn't have been no Jam Down. There wouldn't have been no Rec Shop because everybody would have went with Screw.
And then you think he would have been the vehicle to be the mainstream
But
guy.
he didn't want to do that. All he wanted to do was be a DJ and give a voice to the voiceless.
You still had the Jam Down. I mean, it was so many other.
But that's the thing. Think about it. If Screw wanted to do a deal with Kiki, you don't think they could have went to New York and got a deal? It might not have been the best deal, but the second one with Pat would have been a deal. The third one with Hawk would have been the deal. Mocha Singh. Now we really got a real Nate Dogg that everybody knows. But here's the deal. Hip-hop was started in the cracks. Hip-hop was started in the parks where didn't nobody go but the youth. SUC, I hated it, but I didn't know what Screw music was, bro. I was just surrounded by sound. Quincy and Toast used to be around every day, and Corey Blunt playing that. I would be like, man, what in the world is that? But then I heard I Want to Be Down the remix. And then I heard
that Point Blank you was telling me.
Boy, that Point Blank, I would kick my granny in the knee to hear that Point Blank, man. Man, when I heard that, then I got it. Then one day I'm sitting at home looking at TV, the Rice basketball players, they warming up to it. That was a segment on Channel 13. You could Google it. And they made it big. And a lot of people, the negative connotation that came with drinking syrup and that you only understood it if you were drinking syrup, that was the connotation that was put on the music. I was here, I lived it, I saw it. But I literally had to go, they was like, what it sound like? But then when Screw had that club on Hillcroft and Main, and you saw him spinning at regular speed and then he slowed it down, you started to realize technically, man, Screw was a hell. When you hear 3 instrumentals and 1 acapella, bro, you got to have a certain skill set to do that, bro.
And make it make sense.
For real, because you can all jam it together, just like when, what's the boy's name? Crime Boss. Man, he had a song on there, man. Screw had on a couple of tapes. Do-no-no. I'll be coming around. Boy, when I heard that, I was like, let me listen. Same thing I just told you about Bone Thugs and Harmony. Man, them Negroes sound like Popeye. I'm gonna miss everybody. Gonna miss everybody. Living in the hip world. Man, they really sound like Popeye. But when I listened to what they were saying, bruh, Screw slowed it down so I could understand it. One thing about Texas, people think we slow. No. We like to move slow because we're going to take in everything that's around us. But we sharp, we think fast. I say we like I'm from Texas. But I've been in Houston so long, man, people say you ought to be from Houston. No, bro. My social security starts over 555. I'm from LA, homie. But I embraced this culture so much, man. This culture made me money. I worked Kiki when he went to, after Jam Down, when he went to the one with Terry McGill on it, man. I worked this record then with Key Rock and them. They brought the world there, man. And Laylaw from Law House came down here, and he was like, "This is what this is." He said, "Man, this is gonna be our culture, no?" I didn't understand it because I was living it, and we didn't have a telephone, so we lived the culture instead of trying to capture it. I hate when I'm in a club and everybody sitting on furniture capturing how cute they look. They're not even enjoying
You're not living in the
music.
moment. You're missing the moment.
Man, these moments, they turn into memories. Y'all trying to capture and look good. I see all these fake, these teeth that look like chiclets. And then I see these robust booties. The booties must be cheap, but the thighs must be high because that thigh to booty ratio is tore up.
You got to make a decision. You want the ass or you want the thighs?
That ratio, them little ants that be walking around, the ant life people, man, and then I be trying to figure out how you 60 and your tatas up. And you can tell they done got, the balloon stuff on the side. I'm a man, I look, preacher, I am. But man, I'm looking at God's workmanship. That's all I'm doing. But when I see it, I see it. I go to the beach too. I go to everywhere y'all go. I'm just like, my homegirl just told me this yesterday. I swear for God. She said, my people's mama, no, she said it like this. She said, my child's grandmother, 50 plus years old, she older than me. She went and got her booty done. Like, I'm just thinking to myself, who you trying to impress? Men of my age, if you ask us a question, ladies, if you ask us a question, we looking for fupa and we looking for stretch marks. Fupa is a covering for your other stuff. It's like a hood for it. And stretch mark leads to beautiful places. Like like a tiger. Stop, slow down, baby. Stop eating the sugar. Stay out the drive-thru. You'll be all right. Stop fixing on your body. Oh, I'm doing it for me. No, you're not. If you're doing it for you, you look at yourself like that all day. Stop lying to me. But that's a whole nother conversation. I'm sorry, man. That's just my commentary on that, man.
Man, before we get up out of here, last two questions. This Mount Rushmore conversation.
I ain't getting in that, buddy. We have to do about eras.
And see, that's the thing I be telling people is that you're never gonna. There will never be a time where we're gonna agree on a Mount Rushmore. But it goes so many different ways.
But I'm going to tell you something. Like I got to say it, like I can't punk out. Mount Rushmore. Seriously, it's gonna have to be about 7 of them. But okay, tell me the rules for the Mount Rushmore.
Well, it's only 4 spots.
4 spots, okay.
Number one, we gonna keep it at rappers because sometimes they mix it up. They'll throw Beyonce in there and whatever.
Okay, number 1, no conversation. I don't give a damn. Go dig up your favorite rapper out the grave. Go dig up your homeboy on the corner.
We already know
man.
The number 1 spot is a given.
Scarface, Brad Jeffrey Jordan, my partner. He told me when we was 15, when he had a curl, well, his curl really wasn't right.
It ain't never curl all the way up.
It wasn't no curl. He had a bomber on, and bombers with them fuzzy things. It looked like it was part of his curl. He was beating on the table. Hey, man, he said he was going to be the coldest rapper in the world. And he was. And he is. Tell me a time that Face got jacked. He did it as an individual with a single. Floyd had it first, then Lil Troy, then James. Mr. Prince. He did it as a solo artist. He did it in the group. He did it in the solo group. He's never been faded on a collaboration. Never. And your rapper, if it's Future, if it's Jay-Z, if it's DMX, if it's Nas, if it's Cube, they have him in their top 3. He's your rapper's favorite rapper. And right now, 30 years later, he can smoke, name him. If it's Kendrick, if it's Eminem, he can smoke them on their own track. The only reason why Eminem might have a little bit more play than most people is because he does production. But rapping, that left-handed joker gonna smoke your favorite. I'm gonna look at you dead, yo. Brad Jeffrey Jordan is the greatest. Forget in the South. I hate when they put it in this segment in the other country. No, he is the greatest rapper. He is in the conversation of the GOATs. If they had a Mount Rushmore of GOATs, they couldn't just be one because this rap is totally subjective. But just men and women lie, numbers don't. Face did it. Second one, K Reno, no question. K Reno is the best technical rapper. My favorite rapper is Face, but the best technical rapper out of Houston, Texas is K Reno. I'm about to give him a gift. When I relaunched my company on March 17th on St. Patrick's Day, this was my thought. I'm gonna go get 2 from Joe. I'm gonna go get 2 from Harvey. I'm gonna get 2 from Mr. Lee. I already talked to Mike Dean. I'm gonna get 2 from Mike Dean. I'm gonna get 2 from Beto. I'm gonna get 2 from Fresh, because Fresh they in Houston now. I'm gonna get 2 tracks from each one of them and tell K Reno, just rap, man, don't change nothing. Just rap. I'm going to give them to him. If I have to buy the tracks, I'm going to buy them. Because I want to hear how he sounds over the beats that I wanted him to hear more. K-Rino is no disrespect, but some of them beats I just don't be liking. I'm honest. I'm an honest dude. But when K-Rino told them people on that Houston, when they did that Houston Drop the Mic thing, he told that boy, I'm going to pull up on you like some loose socks to see what you got. I stopped. Man, they gave it to him, but they should have just gave it to him. Like when they gave it to Rakim the mic, when they did the MTV jams, when they went off, and they gave Rakim the mic first. For what? Why would you give him the mic first? And don't get it twisted.
It's on the Yo MTV Rap Cypher for anybody who don't know.
Yeah, Yo MTV Rap Cypher, when they got ready to end it.
And Rakim kicked it off. Yeah.
Okay, man, hey, Redman was there. They did honorable. But after Rakim started rapping, that's just like, if you think that you going to put face on before your closing. Who said that? Somebody came home and said they tried to put, that was Nori. He said he wanted to go last. Face was like, all right. He said after Face went on the stage, he said he'll never do that again. But K-Rino, even the smack people, all them rappers in New York, them battle rap dudes, they know who K-Rino and Murder One is. Hey man, lead K-Rino, the Wizard, and he gonna whoop you in basketball, and he's older than what he looked, because he done took care of himself. Leave the Wizard alone, man. Then after the Wizard, Face and the Wizard, Kiki. Kiki understands his voice now better than anybody I know. He does. He understands his voice. His dubs, when he gets on the track, he ain't got to do all them double voices and stuff, but what he emphasizes, you put him in front of a microphone, he gonna rap. And then you forget how many hits he got.
I think the Get It Done definitely goes on the
He goes on the list. So that's 3, right? All right, I got to do this because if not, they're gonna kill me. Bun from PA, so I'm not. Well, Bun is really from Houston.
Are we really gonna do that though? Are we? At what point do we stop? Because I ain't gonna lie, man.
I ain't gonna lie, Bun. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I ain't gonna say Bun. I'm cheating. I'm giving Bun to Port Arthur. I'm cheating. So the last one I'm putting on there is Slim, and I'm gonna tell you why. If I can repeat your raps, I can hear them one time. My voice ain't that deep, but if I can rap what Slim be rapping, hey man. He got a song that Rick Rubin did called I Love That Game, where it was the thun. And then when Slim, God forgive me, Mario, you know I love you. But when Slim is dissing somebody, he's dangerous, dog. Boss Basics, the mixtape.
I was just finna say that's some of the best rapping. It's unfortunate that it came at,
re-releases, Slim. And stop trying to get beats other than, okay, Donnie, what's the boy, Latoya brother, Gavin, get that. Yeah. But dog, don't do no more songs without Mr. Go ahead and get Sam. But if you don't get a Mr. Lee beat, man, I'm gonna kick you in your long knee. Hey man, I'm just, certain people just sound right with certain people. Like Face and Joe, yeah. That's not Dr. Dre and Snoop, no, that's Face and Joe. Stop comparing them to other people. That's like, oh boy, but I'm gonna tell you, who gonna get honorable mention on here? Cause I gave you my 4, but my honorable mention is dead and can't nobody outperform me. Nobody. Nobody in the city can outperform Curtis Davis. Nobody can outperform Big Mello. And can't nobody spit. Go listen to his last, go listen to Funk With Your Mind. Go listen to Boneheart Niggas. Go listen to Southside. Funk With Your
Mind was early to the slab party because when you talking about that slab, like it's all up and through.
I'm in the video. It was hot. We was at the McGregor. Man, it was so hot. I seen water drinking water. Bro, I had on some feeler boots. I thought I was gonna catch on fire. But Curtis Davis, man, when he used to do shows, when they used to open up before the Ghetto Boys, Chief used to tell him, hey man, calm it down. Curtis is gonna beatbox, he gonna tick, he gonna pop. And then he gonna rap you under a bus. And then he was musical. He was winning talent shows at Madison, beatboxing and humming. Curtis was a monster, bro. Curtis is the one that brought N.O. Joe to Face. Curtis had an ear back then, bro. Crazy C was my partner, so I was at the studio when they was making the albums, teaching Harvey how to do this, Sleep in the studio. The homie's name is Sleep. So Sleep, Crazy C, Harvey Love, Big Mello. That was Born Hard niggas. Hey, man. Them niggas was dope. And you're right, Bam was different. We kind of cut that short. Bam made me not want to ever manage another person again in life. Bam was the most difficult Negro in the world, but the songs that he made resonated.
Was it his personality or more so the addiction and all that getting in the way?
The addiction got in the way. And dealing, his mother was a convalescent. She was tied to a bed. Muscles was there, but I seen him love on his mama.
Do you think? Because the thing is, our city's relationship with drugs, especially the type of drugs, bro. It's like
same thing happened to Mystical. People think Mystical is in jail because he did something sexual to somebody. Him and his wife got into it. They followed him to his hotel room, and it looked like a drugstore.
I heard that,
bro. Y'all got these drugs, bro. Keep on playing. Syrup ain't nothing but liquid heroin. Keep on playing. Negroes have died. And you ain't no better. You gonna die. I ain't even trying to scare you straight. This ain't no after school special. History has shown us that when you keep doing this, you gonna die. Future and Jeezy talk about it, they don't even do it. Y'all so smart, y'all dumb. A bunch of smart dummies. And I'm talking trash because if I don't, who will? But Bam, I listened just the other day, I put a picture up and I put graduated on there.
Graduated.
Hey, nigga done
graduated.
Just imagine I was there when they recorded that on a 2-inch reel. G-Rap, Lil Flea's big brother, is the one who did them tracks. He did every track. I fought Jared Oliver, my classmate. Hey man, go get him an ASR 10, go get him some turntables or we gonna quit. All right, man, I'm gonna give y'all this money, go to the Guitar Center. G-Rap was like, man, thank you. G-Rap Jerb is man, let me tell you something. That Bam album, with the Police song with him and KB, the one with him in Klondike, the one with You Ready to Die with him and Flea and Quanell X. Bro, my era was the best. I don't give a damn about y'all era. Y'all era sucks. My era was the best. Sorry. But I will give y'all this. I just seen the thing the other day. You see it with SZA and Kendrick has the highest grossing rap tour, $254 million. Let me sell t-shirts next year. Come on, y'all, look at me. Y'all, let me sell some t-shirts. Let me be a vendor. I just want to sell a t-shirt. That's all I want to sell, a t-shirt. And yes, my t-shirts and my jacket. You know what? I'm going to say it in front of these people. I'm going to make you a jacket. My jacket game is, I started to bring my screw jacket up here, but I ain't want to do that.
Can you give me, we told the D-Shot story last time about screw.
Oh, yeah.
Can you give me a screw nugget before we get up out of here?
A screw story? What you say you want to hear? Screw what?
Yeah, just give me something that you would think that you remember about screw. Something you ain't never heard before.
I said this before the last time, but I'm gonna show you how deep it was. Screw will wake up early to be late. Bro, we got the car show. Car show started at 11. Screw come through the door at 11:15 with a cart with the tapes on it. I said, Screw, what you doing? He said, man, I just got Somebody called him and said, man, he answered the telephone, Steve. He said, man, why you ain't at the car show? He said, what car? He said, man, is this Sunday? He came in the door. Somebody looked, they found out who he was. Because this is the second car show. This is the second one. So the first one, they didn't know how he looked, but now they know how he looked. The shop was open, it's cracking. We do it again. But he had them dollies, and he had all the tapes on there. I knew his dickies was sagging, so I knew he had the strap on him. So once again, I shouldn't be telling y'all this game, but you get a big Ziploc bag, you put your strap in the Ziploc bag, and you throw it under the ice. Because, man, when I tell you we look like food, and they were trying to get us until they saw me pull that strap out that ice, bro, dog, because Nicky had a Canopy purse, bro. We wasn't playing no games about that money, but man, that Negro came in. When they opened the door to let the people in, the people that let this man come from the back, come to the front, and he come in.
Screw coming in with everybody else.
Hey man, where y'all at? What's that prime code for? 281-686-1908. I'll never forget that number. Yeah, 281-686-1908. Man, and it still haunts me to this day that I call Hawk. I never will forget. I said, man, he gone. Calm down, Lump. Calm down. I'm going to find out. Don't waste no energy till I find out. And they called me back 20 minutes later. Man, I just threw the phone. I threw the phone, man, because I just, it's just a wasted life. And I think that, man, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm going to end it with this. If you need somebody to talk to, man, find you somebody that knows how to keep a secret. Man, this mental health thing is big. And I'm not saying that it's not tough. Because when I went through it, Donnie, pistol in the mouth, pulling the trigger, man, my mama called. Nothing but God, I dropped the phone. But I went to go get some help, homie. Like, Dr. Reichlin is right here in Bel Air. And he told me that I needed a family, my body yearned for a family, and that the career path that I chose didn't support a family structure. I needed to make some rules and some boundaries for myself. It took me a long time to get there. I got insomnia to this day.
People don't understand the toll it takes on like your mental and emotional health and all that shit in this industry, bro. Like
they don't, because one day you up, one day you down. One day you got $15,000. The next day you negative, you in the hole. I made some T-shirts for a very popular family here. Missed the date because I had to take care of something personal, but it cost me $1,700. But I had to make the choice. Is it worth the money, or do I help a young man? And then, if you don't put yourself in first position, if you don't put yourself in a pole position, who gonna put you first? And then take some time, take a vacation. If you go to Galveston, go to the San Luis like I do, get a room for the weekend, cut your damn phone off, leave a message on your phone. I'm okay, but I'm resting. Now make sure you leave a message, because they'll throw a search party for you, especially if they want some money. Make sure you take care of yourself. Take care of your family, man. Balance is everything in this business. I actually had to stop somebody who loved me to death, say, hey, what you doing? You about to go down the same road again. Because we had a club popping every night. I was out every night. Just because I went to London with that, I was working. Just because I went to Puerto Rico, I was working with Faith and Chingy. I had to work. So I'm going to tell you, man, if you die today, they're going to have your job posted today. Not tomorrow, today.
Not hiring.
They're going to put it on Indeed in a minute, man. So you got to take care of yourself, bro. That's why when people don't call me back, I don't even, man, I'm so happy right now. I'm happy as a monkey with 2 bananas. Homie, I got a different piece about me that I love. I love the Lord. He heard my cry and pitied every groan. As long as I live in trouble, rise, I hasten to his throne. Hey, man, I'm thankful for trouble because it keeps me closer to God. And I say that with no reservation, because I know if it's about 5 people who love me, I'm cool. Them 3 that look like me love me. My mama and daddy love me by default. But I got some people outside of them 5 right there that just love me, man. I mean, they love Orian, not Lump. Most Negroes don't want to see Big O. That's the gangbanging nigga from LA. But I still had to realize that residue was needed, because you got to put boundaries on yourself and people. And man, stop eating in the drive-thru. Drive-thru ain't nothing but death in the bag. I got stage 4 kidney disease, and it's all because I like drinking Dr. Peppers, I like rice, I like bread, I like pasta. And that's all we eat. Houston is fun day Sunday. Never leave Houston on. Now I will tell you this: never leave Houston on a Sunday. Somebody comes out with some healthy options on the food truck, they gonna be rich.
With some good healthy options.
That's what I'm saying. Some good healthy options that taste good. Boy, they gonna be rich. But Sunday in Houston, man. Boy, look here. Yeah, I love to see Emancipation, Alameda on a Sunday. Yeah. Say, man, it's some of the best places. Man, I smoke more cigars between Faces, the Quad, and 5015. Now Rain with D-Rec. Man, look here. I kick my granny in the knee to go smoke a cigar now. Outside, $2 lamb chops. Freestyle Fridays at 5015. Man, Alumni Thursday, I get a steak, I get a lobster, I get broccoli, and I get mashed potatoes for $30 or $20 with just a steak. That's
what Steve got going on, right?
Boy, look here. Man. Dog. And then they got them voodoo, what you call them? Voodoo egg rolls. See, it's fat boy stuff. I done lost a lot of weight. I got a lot of weight to go. But boy, you don't ask nobody in Houston skinny for no food. Ask chubby people. Donnie, you done lost some weight though.
Man, I feel like I done gained weight, bro.
No, you done lost some weight. Man. Yeah, you done lost some weight. So, but man, I need your logo. I'm gonna make you this promise. I'm gonna make you a jacket. Ain't nobody gonna be able to fade your jacket.
Man, come on, man. I'm waiting on it.
It's gonna match your hat.
Let me do this for you though. Cause
Okay.
this is, you know.
Oh, snap. You got it.
Got this for you, man. It's on behalf of the city of Houston.
Oh, boy, you can't tell me.
And now the late Sylvester Turner, man, Sylvester Turner.
Hey, man. Say, dog, I can't punk out. I can't let no tears drop. But let me tell you something, man. But to see my name recognized like this, it means everything in the world to me. Just for somebody to say, I appreciate you and thank you. Damn.
Hey, man, it's earned, man, not given. 30 plus years. Come on, man.
Man, these niggas
man. Come on, man.
Hey, man, Lord, I'm blessed. I give all the glory to God because when I was in the dirt, when I was thinking about pulling that trigger, somebody told me something dope. My homegirl named Sharonda Thrower, she said these words to me. She said, preacher, she said, your life ain't your own. Who gives you the ability or the authority to take it? It's tough right now. WBLX is a station in Mobile, Alabama. The programming there used to always say these things. She said, tough times don't last, tough people do. Ain't nothing fake about me. My tears drop because of this. Tears are nothing but toxins to your body. What you don't excrete externally, internally, they will destroy you, man. There's a book out there I want every man to read. It's called When Good Men Are Tempted by a white boy named Bill Perkins. He has a chapter in the book that talks about why do naked women look this good. It's one of the realest books I wrote, and it got me on a different path in my life, and it made me look at my spirituality different. We all know problems that plague the black community. But if we incline to talk about the problem, I behoove you to give one solution. That's all I ask. Collectively, it's kind of tough to get it done. But individually, we can become the collective we want to see. And then we get it done. But this right here, man, let me tell you something, bro. And then look at Sylvester Turner's signature on here. I was cool with his ex-wife, Cheryl. She represented me in the case that I love. But to come tomorrow, Thursday, I'm going to the flea market, and the mirror in the flea market is going to frame and mat this for me. Man, look here, man. This right here mean a whole lot. I know a lot of them was passed out, but to me, I know what I did for the city. I put it on my back, took it to New York, ran in the Justo. He met Screw, told me Screw was going to be who he was before he was who he was. And he saw all of this, and then he didn't get a chance to see it because he died in a car wreck, sleepy while driving. But now to get this, for the city of Houston, LA is home. LA is where my house is, but Houston is home. Man, thank you, bro. Thank you for saving that, bro. Like, you just messed me up, bro. This damn Donnie Houston know how to get clicks. Son of a bean did mother Frito pie. Man, thank you.
Man, come on, man. Like I say, man, earn, not giving, man. Listen, social media. I know everybody already.
At Olump. That's the one that I be talking crazy on. And then OT on the OTL promo _ that's for on the level promo. And on Facebook, I got a bunch of pages because I always get in trouble. But Lumpkin is the one. Lump, don't go on that page. I don't even know the password to that one. And then Orian Lumpkin is a real one. But at Olump, OTL promo _ and Lumpkin Facebook, and Orian Lumpkin Facebook. TikTok is, I think it's Olump 42. If it say Olump and 42, that's me. Come play with me. And then I got a YouTube channel. Hey man, it's going up. Oh yeah, no, I can't talk about that. I got some stuff happening. It's dope as hell, man. I swear to God. But my jackets, my t-shirts, I got you. And then my tees. I know you seen my tees. They really work. Y'all holler at me. On the level got tees. We trying to help your blood pressure, your diabetes, your kidneys. I got them one for libido. Y'all around here buying them honey packs. Y'all don't even know what's in it. Y'all gonna have a heart attack playing with them damn honey packs. Buying them little pills from the gas station. your heart gonna burst.
Leave them gas station pills.
Leave them gas station. Ask Slim Thug about them gas station pills.
Say, man. On that note, hey man, it's Donnie Houston podcast. Man, my OG Lump, man. Say, man, we up out of here.